I have so much makeup on, I look like I could be in a bad porno. Too late now. Hello, Anine! I was really touched by your video last week because that is also something that I have been thinking about. Obviously, there are people whom I miss and people whom I don't. But I know it was also so wonderful to see you last week and to feed you Greek food and to make you watch me go shopping. Yay! Girls, what you gonna do? They're necessary for procreation. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that has been on my mind for a while. It's a big word, it's a scary word, it's kind of hard to spell, not really. Commitment. Commitment. I'll not be using any kind of script today, so forgive me if I make absolutely no sense. Commitment can mean a couple of things. And no, this is not a sign that somehow my romantic life has taken a downhill turn and slowly spiraled down the toilet of life. Because I have none. Because I'm home now. And I have a job that involves working with 5-year-olds all day, every day. And there is nothing romantic about that. But commitment can be romantic, obviously. I mean, if you Google the word, actually, let's do that. Let's Google it. Commitment. A promise or a personal contract. Legally binding exchange of promises. Voluntary or involuntary. Like when my mother says, "So you will be washing the windows for me today." It also means a charge of trust. Trust is one of those other romantically charged words that show up in Beyonce songs about get out of my house and give me that car I bought you and I'm white. Commitment's a word, but it's also a decision that has to be governed by personal motivation to make a change in your life somehow, or in the life of another person, I guess is what it comes down to. Because that's the other thing. Commitment usually isn't just related to you. The way I've begun to think about commitment is a conscientious decision to do something that may benefit me, but mostly benefits somebody else. For example, my commitment to get good grades, a commitment that I failed to fulfill, is about more than just me. It's about my ability to pay for college, which then affects my parents, which then affects my sister, because she gotta go to school too. It can also mean committing yourself to another person, your attentions, your efforts. That's romantic. We're not gonna go there. This year has taught me a couple of things about commitment. The first is that you can say a word until it has lost all meaning. Commitment. Commitment. 2, that word will still ultimately matter, because there will always be people in your life who expect you to perform, and just because you have the childish urge to ignore them does not mean that commitments will now disappear. That is not how life works. Life is not at your leisure, and you can argue about it, which I do, and you can fight against it, which I also do, and you can think of yourself as above such trivial things as taking out the garbage or finding a job, but those things will still exist, and you will still have to deal with them. The biggest thing I think I've learned, and I learned this after watching Cloud Atlas at midnight with my mother, drunk on wine, eating curry, and yelling "what the actual fuck" at the television when things got weird, to which my mother responded, "Ilana, you have a better idea than I do. Our lives are not our own." That was like the title mantra of the film. Moving on. Our lives, our actions, our decisions, our commitments don't belong to ourselves. And while we can't expect others to always fulfill them, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect ourselves to think about more than just ourselves. Love you, Neen. I'll see you soon. Have you seen my glasses? Social currency is weird, and somehow I always end up paying someone at the toll booth. Where's the metaphor going?